Welcome back to the mix, you guys. So our guest tonight is a legendary producer who is responsible for all of your favorite songs. Not only is he the beats and the brains behind Lil Uzi Vert's EXO Tour Life, which is 7 times platinum, but he's also produced hits for 21 Savage, Future, Young Thug, Migos, Lil Durk, Travis Scott, Juice WRLD, so many more other artists. And even me, I had the pleasure of working with him. He is currently celebrating his first #1 record, Way Too Sexy, with Drake, Future, and Thugger. Everyone, please welcome one of the best producers in the game right now, TM88 into the mix.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in the mix. I'm finally in the mix, dog.
Hey, T, before you jump into it, because I just say this is why I love the mix, because we put the spotlight on the people behind the scenes, making these songs, making the magic. This is what it's about for real.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Definitely. Like, man.
What were you saying?
No,
go ahead. You go ahead. No, it's you. You go ahead.
No. I mean, being a producer, you know, sometimes it gets challenging. Being an artist anyways. So like, you know, just seeing that a lot of the producers are coming to the forefront now. Like, you know, of course, Timbo and everybody was been going crazy doing their thing, but as far as like for our crowd, we're coming to the forefront, and it feels great.
Man, you a superstar for real.
Yeah,
that part.
Man, appreciate it, bro. You the superstar.
I just want to have a Romeo.
The legend, my boy.
I want to have a Romeo moment real quick. How Romeo always tells a story. Well, I have a story, you guys. So
period. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was crazy because I worked with TM88 back in like 2015, 2016 when I was in a group called Red Cup Squad. And you guys, I was like more upcoming than I am now. And I was so nervous because he produced some of my favorite records by Future. So I'm in the studio session so nervous. And when I tell you, it's just something about your spirit and your aura. You were so humble. And you made me feel like I was already in the game, even though you wasn't really familiar with my work like that. So I just want to say, I am so happy for you and your success right now.
Nah, thank you. I also just go off of the, you know, vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all the time about what a person has done. If y'all got a good vibe, I mean, you should work. You never know what can come out of it. You get what I'm saying? You can get a #1 hit with somebody that you didn't think that, you know what I'm saying, that you would get it from. So
yeah,
that's the beauty of it.
Sure. Already dropping gems. Hasn't
even been here 5 minutes yet.
Yeah, you know, early gems.
It's early.
Jazz is right though. Like the energy that you have, it reads even through the screen. I remember I was talking to you right before we got on live, and you were just telling me like prayer is what has gotten you through, and prayer you really believe is why you are where you are right now. You know, and I think that that's so beautiful that not only are you humble, but you also are close to your spirit as well. You know, you stay prayed up.
Definitely. Just, you know, I'd have had times where, you know, I done been just working and got away from praying, and my spirit didn't feel right. And then I just had to slow down and just was like, man, I got to get back to praying. And everything just started to shift in my career and my life. And it just worked good for me. And, you know, my mom, dad, grandma, family just instilled it in me since I was a kid. So you always got to stay prayed up.
Hey, ladies and gents, this is going to be the biggest producer ever on planet Earth. That's all I got to say. Speaking like that, God already got him, man.
For sure.
Well, 88, you've been a huge heavy hitter in the music game for a little while now. But what I want to know is how you got into producing to begin with, and what did you start making music and taking it seriously?
Man, my cousin, his name Easy from the Threes. I'm gonna shout you out, man. So like I ended up going to his crib one day. I think it was like 12, like afternoon or something. I walked in and he was making beats, and I was like, "What is that you using?" And he was like, FL Studio. And I was like, "Man, you can teach me how to do that?" He was like, "Yeah, sit down, whoop de whoop." And I had to been like, 11, 12. And ever since then, I was hooked since 12. And my first beat, I think it was a Michael Myers beat. Like I was trying to copy the Halloween theme. So that's why I think that played a big role in my career since, you know, then. we started 808 Mafia, and all our stuff been dark. And it's been like club dark stuff. You get what I'm saying? So, man, I had been 12. So, it's young, real young. And I don't know, bro.
But look,
it's been a long time, bro. 12.
Look, what's interesting about what you said, you heard him making beats. So you never wanted to be the rapper. You just automatically, you went straight to wanting to beat make?
I wanted to rap, but I wasn't as good as my cousin and the friends in the neighborhood. So I was like, well, I just make the beats then. Since
Smart man.
Okay.
y'all trying to rap and make the beats, just let me make the beats, and all you gotta do is rap.
Come on, my God.
Work right there.
So speaking of 808 Mafia, you are a part of them, and I wanted to ask, can you tell us how you linked up with them and what it's like being a part of 808 Mafia?
808 Mafia, I want to say we started it in 2010, 2011, 2012, one of those years. It's been a while, but me and Southside, we've been knowing each other since we was young, and we was always linking up. We'll cook up, but it was more like, yeah, we cool, but it's competition. And he ended up meeting Waka and Gucci and them. And we ended up veering off our paths. And then one of our mutual friends, Slim Duncan, rest in peace, he was like, bro, you and Sizzle, y'all need to get together. I got this idea. You, Sizzle, Sunny Digital, I want y'all to do like a producer group. And mind you, Sunny Digital, my boy, he do his own thing. So me and Sizzle was like, man, let's do it. We're gonna come together. At first it was just maybe 3 or 4 of us with a cameraman. We'll just set up anywhere and just shoot like shots and scenes and stuff like that. But 2012 to now.
Dang, so it's been a journey.
Yeah. I mean, we was able to accomplish a lot from just being able to sign different producers, helping them reach their goals. We're reaching our goals at the same time. We're showing the youth that you can also move as a unit and make noise at the same time. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You can have a brotherhood.
Get together, man, for real.
Yeah. So.
But with that being said, we also want to congratulate you, man, for being nominated for NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Producer of the Year. I mean, how much
that was crazy
that to be nominated? Just that like you said, like this been a journey for you. Now you nominated NAACP,
right? So me finding out that I was asleep, and then my manager then was calling me like, bro, you nominated for NAACP. I'm like, what? So once it was like, once it set in, I had to think about why am I nominated? And the conclusion that I came up with was, I mean, every day I try to motivate different producers, even if I know you, if I don't, if I hear something, or if I see you going crazy, I'm like, I hit you up, like, bro, I see you going crazy, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop.
Yo, this is my twin right here, y'all. This is my twin, y'all.
I just want to see people win. At the end of the day, I always felt like we was underdogs. People looked down on us just because we wasn't using the big equipment. We came in with the laptops and with the FL Studio. They was telling us it wasn't real. It wasn't a real beat making software, or you know what I'm saying. So we had a lot of odds stacked against us, and just to overcome it, to get nominated for an NAACP, to make my mama proud, my family proud, it just meant a lot.
It's powerful, man. Congratulations.
That's huge.
And I feel I feel like I'm representing for my neighborhood, my camp,
that part.
Everybody.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought somebody was going to say something. So let's just talk about Way Too Sexy. When did you find out that Drake was going to hop on it and put it on Certified Lover Boy?
I want to say, so this how it went. I pulled up, Future called me, I pull up on him. He let me in some records, as we do all the time. And then I was like, man, I probably got 20, 30 beats on me. Gave them to him. We just did a whole bunch of songs. I left. Young Thug ended up pulling up. They ended up recording Way Too Sexy. Then Drake ended up getting on Way Too Sexy. And then everybody was calling me like, bro, bro, you got a hit, bro. You got something with Drake and Future. It's going crazy, you know. So it was, bro, it was wild. But I've been new, like the whole time that Drake was gonna put it on the album. They shot the video. So once the video was shot, I definitely knew what was going on.
Hey, my thing I want to ask you though, because a lot of people don't understand when making songs out there for the ones who don't do music themselves. Like, where did the inspiration come from? Like, was it one of those moments where you knew you was going to sell it to Drake, or you was just vibing by yourself and then Future was like, I'm about to hop on this? Like, where did the inspiration come from?
I mean, the inspiration came from me and first off, me and one of my producers, Too Dope, we made the beat together. We was in the studio. We made a bunch of beats that day. And you know how you just keep using the same 808. I was like, man, let's switch it up. Let's use a different 808. And when we used the different 808, and it ended up being Too Sexy. So but you know, sometimes when you make stuff, you don't understand where it's gonna go. You don't know, like you just make it. Yeah. So I didn't really expect to get a beat with Future. It was in the pack, but it was like one of the last beats that I put in there. I didn't really want to play it. I didn't want to play it. I was like, man,
that's crazy.
It's always
wait. Gen Z here. I have to talk about it. This song blew up on TikTok, and we need to talk about it because we talked about Way Too Sexy before.
Jamie, don't do it.
Just know what I'm gonna say.
Keep going. Don't do it.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say, Romeo. At least give me a chance.
Okay.
I promise. Anyway, the song blew up on TikTok, which was huge for the song. So my question, Romeo, was going to be, do you think the song would have had the same reaction if TikTok wasn't a part of, like, growing it? Romeo.
He said, let me think about this.
Let me answer this for you.
Some facts.
Yes, it would have had the same impact.
No.
All I'm going to say is, TM did the beat, Drake on the song, Future on the song, Young Thugger on there. It's automatic, bona fide.
I mean, listen, I had to bring up TikTok because we talked about it before.
Jamie, they helping TikTok with that song.
That part.
I feel like it would have did what it did anyway, but TikTok put a little extra on it, you know, just like anything else.
Right. A little garnish at the end.
But TikTok didn't make the song, is all I'm saying.
Oh,
no one's saying TikTok made the song.
Hey, I gotta make it clear.
We know who made the song, and he's right here on the show today.
Exactly.
He's right here with us.
Wait, how many of y'all feel too sexy today?
Go ahead.
What'd you say? Okay, well, yeah, you want me to take us to break? That's what you're saying. Yeah, okay. So we had to take a break, guys, but we have more with TM88 when we come back right here on FOXSOUL.
Welcome back to the mix. And before we talk about your joint project coming out with Pierre Bourne, I want to share a story about how I first heard of TM88. And it was actually the song you did with Trippie Redd, Mood. It came out like a while ago. And so when I heard you were on the show, I listened to that song literally since I found out. And I just had to say that.
Okay.
Anyway.
She's been waiting the whole time.
He said it's my time.
I've been waiting to say that this whole time. Anyway, please tell us about the project you have coming out with Pierre Bourne and why you decided to collab with him.
So the Pierre Bourne project, we literally just had to change the name yesterday, because it's a conflict with, you know, Pierre Balmain. That's a real person. You get what I'm saying? So we're changing the name, but the reason we got together to do the project, it was just fans. And we're cool too. We've been knowing each other. Like, I knew him before he got on. Like we was always kicking it in the studio, outside the studio or whatever. And then, bro, the fans was like always asking us, like, link up with Pierre, do something with Pierre, especially when he came out like rapping and all that stuff. So fan driven, everybody want to hear it and see what we're going to come up with. Another thing I wanted to be show people, okay, we want to do 4 projects. You know, we don't want to just do 1 or 2, 3 songs. That's cool. Like, I mean, I'm cool with that, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I want to show growth. I want to show that.
Come on, growth.
We're able to handle 4 projects and we can do the numbers. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to show that I can go to Pierre's world, bring him to my world, and we can make a whole new world. And he has a cult fan base. And so do I. So it's like bring both of those fan bases together and see what we come up with.
Yeah.
We just shot the video. In New York. All the fans came out. It was crazy. It was deep. We put the fans in the video, and we was hanging outside the car. It was cool.
Okay. So can you give us some features on the tape that we can expect?
Young Nudie. We got Nudie on there.
Love Nudie.
We got Wiz Khalifa on there.
Hey.
Me personally, I didn't want to do features at all. But P was like, man, I want to at least put 2 features on there, 2 or 3. And I was like, all right, cool. So we put Wiz and we put Nudie on there. And Nudie went crazy and Wiz went super crazy. So
can you tell us when this is supposed to drop, please?
Right.
November the 11th.
Hey.
Okay.
This is right off of Pierre's Twitter. So if you want the facts, go to his page.
Okay.
Number 11.
No, for sure. But this is definitely the project is more like a performance project. Like you go to the shows and you see all the young kids going crazy at the shows, and that's what it's for.
We're gonna be turned up at the concerts. We're gonna be turned up.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
One thing I gotta say is, man, we need more TM88s in the world, because your success comes from you actually loving what you do. Even when you speak to us, we could hear the passion in your voice. You're not doing this just for clout or just for fame. And another thing that I love about you, man, is you're a family man. I always hear you talking about your daughter and your fiance. I think a lot of millennials and Gen Zers want to know, do you think the key to a happy life is having a private life, because you never really post them on social media?
Yeah, I always felt weird. Just, even because I didn't ask for like fans. I always wanted supporters. You get what I'm saying? It was one of them situations where it just happened overnight out of nowhere, which it wasn't out of nowhere, but it felt like it. And it was just so many people just wanting to know, drop more videos. Every time we drop a video, they're critiquing what we do, what we got on, where he's at, and what's going on. So I always wanted to be private, and I always look at what's going on the internet, and and I kind of relate my life to that, and I'm like, all right, I don't want that. I want this, but I don't want that. You get what I'm saying? And look, it's crazy people out here, bro.
No, T, you hit it on the head. When you have a passion and a goal, right, that may bring you fame and success, but the people around you may not want that same fame and success or lifestyle. So it is important to have that balance. You look at some of the most successful, relationships out there. I look at Denzel Washington. Everybody knows Denzel, but he's very good at keeping his private life private. It's not a secret, but private. So
right. I was able to come up through the 90s as well. And like certain things, I just kind of relate back, and I'm like, okay, these people move this way. And like now everything is CCC, be seen, be here, be heard, everything. You get what I'm saying? And the people, like when we was growing up, we didn't see Romeo. We didn't see no artist, Ludacris, anybody. And then when we came to the shows, it was like, dang, we get to see them. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, because you got to think about it. Even when you was going crazy,
yeah,
we all wanted to be where you was at. You get what I'm saying? We looked at all your videos and everything that you did and was like, man,
artist. Exactly. You look.
We want to do that too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm big on privacy. And I'm big on keeping my spirit clean. Everything around me, because I feel like that's the key to my happiness.
Well, all I gotta tell y'all, if Angelina Jolie, you can't keep that private if you're going out with Angelina Jolie. That's all I'm saying.
Obviously.
Anyway, T, I hope you're also big on games, because we want to have some fun with you before you get out of here with our new segment called the Mix Minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh.
There we go.
There's the graphic we're waiting for. We're going to ask you some rapid fire questions and answer as many as you can, as quickly as you can. Don't think too hard. Like, first answer that pops up, say it. We'll work with it, I promise. So let's get it started. Romeo, why don't you kick us off?
Dang, me?
I'll start us off.
Yeah, you start us off, Tom.
Okay, what song is stuck in your head currently?
Way Too Sexy.
Hey!
Great answer.
Come on.
Okay. Biggest starstruck moment you've ever had?
When I met Rihanna.
Heard that.
I get that.
Hey, okay, wait a minute. Can you just talk about, what does she smell like? I heard this is smell about her.
I don't know, because my boy Trav, he was going with her at the time, and
you couldn't be too close and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
you could have asked me that.
We
You
was
could have asked me that. We'll talk about
super
that.
cool, but I just
Heard that.
she's super cool.
Gotta be respectful.
Hey, can I throw one in there right quick? I thought of something.
Go ahead.
Who's your favorite producer outside of yourself and Hooper?
Do he produce and hoop, or?
No, who your favorite producer and Hooper?
Oh, okay.
One.
Okay. Old or new?
Any.
I'm gonna go with old producer, Lil Jon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying he's old, but you get what I'm saying.
We got you.
I gotta rock with Atlanta, man. Trae Young.
Hey, Ice Trey.
It's Trae.
I love it. Next question.
Okay. I'll ask.
I got it.
If anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Fiji.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hemisphere, baby.
That was a good one.
Who are you currently in the studio with?
Self.
Period.
Come on, Self. Shoot.
No, for real.
What's one thing you can't live without?
Right, he was about to answer. He might have gave us
roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups.
I love it.
Okay, and here I go. If you weren't producing, what would you be doing professionally?
Love.
Gamer.
Ooh.
Gamer. Okay. And on that note, that's all the time we have. And we, for our, Mixed Minute, our new game, y'all, I love it. But we have to give a big thanks to the one and only TM88 for joining us on the show tonight. If you're not already song, make sure to go stream Way Too Sexy and keep an eye out for TM's upcoming joint project with Pierre Bourne called Pierre Balmain. Plus, don't forget to check out Roddy Rich's upcoming album, because TM88 is cooking up beats on that project too. Stop playing with my boys. Keep it like on the mix.
We're going crazy. We're going crazy.
Crazy.
Crash
No
Dummy Records,
off.
man. Crash Dummy Records.
No days off.
Man, more blessings to you.
Also, can we get into the
appreciate you guys.
Wait, what you say? I'm sorry. Keep it locked right here on FOXSOUL, y'all.
We're going to talk after.